Hello all, this is your notes for your mid-semester and hello also from Kaura. Hello. Okay, well, all the thing that appear here, it will be came in your mid-semester, but and all the thing that not appear here is not going be part of your mid-semester. I made this video because actually I don't think I will have enough time to review your material during the lesson. Only have 30 minutes on Thursday and you will have your mid-semester on Monday and Friday is holiday. So therefore, yeah, this is your revision notes. So therefore, yeah, use it as good as possible, as wise as possible. So the first one, I will focus on historical inquiry. In your book, it's actually in the very beginning part. So historical, when we talk about history, we have to think it by using inquiry also. Yeah, so you will always pose question and then you have to find some resources, the source itself, and you have to analyze every information that you have, and then you need to organize that information and then you communicate it by write it in your semester paper then. Okay, the first part, this is the only part that you need to remember. Yeah, so for this part there is no another way, you have to memorize. The other one actually is about your skill. For this part only you have to memorize. There is two type of source. The first one is called primary source, the other one is called secondary source. Primary source is written or is made by the person that live at that time. So that is the eyewitness, yeah, of the history. So for example, because we talk about medieval era, so it will be made by be drawn or be written by the person in medieval era, that is primary source. Yeah, so it's created during the time period of study. Because we cover medieval era, so it's during medieval era. Okay, or by someone who lived through the time period of that study. Is that give a direct link to the time period under study and act as the main evidence in discussion. Okay, that is an example. Actually, it can be artifact, it can be artwork, it can be a picture, a drawing, a recording, or anything else. Yeah. And secondary resource is actually the thing that other people write during future, in the future, not in the past era, but now or after the occurrence, the circumstance happens. For example, if today we have like demonstration, and then maybe you write it later on when you are already grown as adult, it's already called secondary source. Yeah, it's created after the time period of study. Or for example, if I want to write about 1998 riots, it's already a secondary source because I have not write it during that time. Yeah, even I be a witness of the 1998 riots. Yeah, so it's who has analyzed and studied the primary source, because actually in 1998 for sure I'm not just considerate about the current, even though I already born at that time. Yeah, but I still a kid during that time, so I cannot analyze it properly during that time. So I only will analyze this primary source at that time. It's got give context analysis and a starting place for building new argument about the past. So one more time, primary source is right by the a witness during the time period of study. So at that past, yeah. Secondary source is the thing that write by other people, even though if it write by the a witness, it's create after the time of period of study. So there is two components. First, it can be considered as primary resource as long as the producer of the evidence is the A witness. And the second one, it's created during the time of period of study. That is the two criteria that you can consider as primary source. Yeah, secondary source is written after the time by other people or by the eyewitness of the history. Okay, the next one, you will create a Venn diagram during your mid semester about other topics. Yeah, I will show you two pictures with two short paragraph under it. You have to use both the picture and both the paragraph. So basically in Venn diagram, this is actually the example from your past Venn diagram that comparing Japan feudalism and Europe feudalism. Okay, so for this is only for Japan, this is only for Europe, and the middle is the similarity. Okay, for the Venn diagram, you need to accomplish or to feel about all the part of it. Yeah, so because I will give you a picture and also a short paragraph, you have to use both. Okay, and you have to fill both all sector. Yeah, this is only for example, this is only for knife, this is only for samurai, and this is for both. Yeah, so you have to fill like all the sectors and all the thing that you can observe it as much as possible as you can dig from the source. Yeah, I will give you first year secondary source. Okay, and then you will interpreting picture. This is an example of picture. So for example, this January, what they do, maybe they do observing the condition and feasting. First, and then the second one, they blocking the land, and then so on, so on, so on. So basically, I will give you a picture. You have to interpret the picture. What happened with that picture? What circumstance that the people do? Yeah, that is the second part. The last part is actually about the Magna Carta that I play also today in the lesson. Yeah, so basically this one is actually only about your opinion about Magna Carta. Magna Carta is actually a document that signed by King John the First, due to the parent, the Lord was protesting on the tax, the elevating tax, and also because he did violate some rules by prisoner his own sister. So therefore, they doing a protest also and forced King John to sign the Magna Carta. This is actually also the beginning of the democracy. Yeah, so it's the basic of democracy, the foundation of democracy, because it creates some degree of freedom for people, even though it's still not equal justice for everyone, but at least some justice has been done by for free men. For serf, they still not having any freedom because they're slave, basically. Yeah. So this is about the Magna Carta. You also can read here if you want to read all the thing about Magna Carta. It's only actually will be your opinion. Yeah. So you don't need to memorize. Okay. The next one actually is about this one is only the bonus point. Yeah, you have to learn about one of these the person, Salermensch or not of acquainted. No need to be both of them, but one of them. Yeah. Okay, that's all, and thank you.